And so the tip-off, it's Miami. Pass to
Damn, my
Doncic.
camera fucked up, bro.
Back to
My
Bosh.
camera is fucked up. I can't see none of this. So if I'm playing computer
Now
GP,
Leonard
that's legit my reason. I'm playing from the baseline angle. This shit nasty.
on the wing, Doncic. 5 to shoot. Elijah Wan with.
Hold on. God damn. Playing on rail. That shit's terrible. You ready, Keith?
Yeah.
All right.
The rebound.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense, but he can also freeze the defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much. And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot.
Now, here's Doncic. O'Neal from long range. Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Leonard inside. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, I was able to talk with Coach Jason Kidd. This will be the first game this season against this team. He knows they're great rim protectors, but he doesn't want his guys to back down. He told them, push the action, stay confident. You may get one sent back. Don't let that deter you at all. Kevin, they're going to keep trying to be aggressive all game.
Thanks, David. That's great information. We'll see if they've devised a strategy, Greg, that can get them out early.
Right, facing such a disruptive defense poses challenges, but Coach seems on it.
Yeah, I feel like the plan is there. They just got to match their opponent's intensity level.
Elijah Wan with the block. Stolen by O'Neal. Now, Doncic. The kick out to Bosh. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Over Giannis. That one off the back iron and out.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Checking in for Miami, Steve Francis.
Here's Butler. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. And a new group getting ready for Miami.
For Miami, Rudy Gobert.
Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Down low. Here's Towns. And here's Gobert. Back to Towns. 5 on the clock. Shoots it up. Miami no good on that time either. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Morant. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Now here's Morant. Following the miss by Russell Westbrook. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And the dunk by Towns.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and
and he's going to punish you.
Over in the corner, Olajuwon. Off the mark, and the drop continues. Miami leading by 4. Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
And Westbrook providing some emotional spark with that jam.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Miami with the ball. Following the miss by Ja Morant from deep. Pass to Francis. Puts it up. Hakeem Olajuwon with the rebound.
Maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
And that one's good out of the Kumbo.
It feels like Jimmy Butler is getting better on how he finds the open teammates, really elevating his playmaking skills.
Miami shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
Both teams will make substitutions. He's off on the second.
Yeah, and Francis, he's an athletic point guard, plays with tremendous confidence, and really knows how to motivate his teammates.
Now Westbrook. After the missed 3 from Klay Thompson.
And you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Outside Irving. From outside, off the mark. Miami leading by 6. And he gets the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And those assist numbers have always been there for Kyrie, spotting an open teammate that time.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Francis. Here's Towns. And the layup is good. Towns has got 6.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Yao up top. The kick out to Irving. And here's Giannis from outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is on Towns.
Yeah, hard to get upset at the defense there. Antetokounmpo is no easy matchup down low in the paint.
He hits the second from the line. And so it's Miami heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Some solid defense from Bosch.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Miami shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Consistent shooter from all 3 levels. Kawhi Leonard, the first option they typically look for, and for very good reason.
And there it is for him.
Well, that's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch, David. Thank you.
And Markkanen should do that more. He's got the height to survey the defense and try to find the open man.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Miami shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, with Kawhi, it's not about really so much improvement as it is refining his game. And he's now hitting around 90% of his free throws. That's just remarkable stuff.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Miami. And Greg, even with teams daring Giannis to shoot from outside, his career three-point percentage stuck below 30%.
And still an elite scorer because of his proficiency at the rim. But it's been said before, if he adds the triple, he'll be truly unguardable.
And here we go with Turkoglu running it up the court. Here's Yao. And finished off by Yao.
Check out Yao doing big man things. I mean, this guy's size makes those openings easy picking.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Miami.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score. Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim.
And Miami making a change here.
How is it that Giannis always seems fired up? I mean, this guy has a true enthusiasm for the game and for competition. He just delivers night in and night out. That's what makes him a star.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Pass to Turkoglu. With some arc. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Out to Carter. Here's Francis.
That's a bad turnover right there. But aside from that one, I think they've done a good job controlling the pace and the ball during the game.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And here's Turkoglu for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
A big guy with great range. The defense can't let Turkoglu find his spots at the arc.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Inside, here's O'Neal, and Shaq with the slam.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
Pass to Shaq. Out to the right wing. Good ball movement here by Miami. Kicks it out to Leonard. Looks for O'Neal, gets it to him. Can't get it to fall. Morant drives in. And finished off by Morant.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Here's Westbrook. Takes it out to Leonard.
2 minutes.
And the foul against Hedo Turkoglu. That's foul number 2 for him.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Here's Westbrook. Markkanen pulls it in.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Sinks the triple.
And right now, Markkanen just daring the defense to come all the way out there to him.
And Markkanen can give you, Greg, a solid defensive effort at both the 3 and the 4.
And Kevin, many thought Markkanen was a defensive liability, but give him credit, worked hard to prove he wasn't. And while not a superb defender, he has become a plus defender for this team. And sometimes Shaq is impossible to guard without fouling. He's this like overwhelming presence.
It's his first trip to the line.
2 shots.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Thompson inside the line. Grant. Turkoglu outside. Shot clock at 6. Over to the left wing. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. Good on the three-point shot. Markkanen's got 6 points in the quarter.
Just a lights-out shooter. Focus from Lowry is great.
Outside Westbrook. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Miami trailing.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Here's Morant. And a close game so far for the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
They gotta let me get.
They're up by
They gotta
1.
let me get that off, dude.
They'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
John Step, dog. This thing just.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge.
I see this shot. Wow.
Irving with the ball. Kicks it out to Giannis.
Oh my God, Giannis.
Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Not.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Outside, Markkanen. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. It's tipped. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Olajuwon. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Markkanen.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
It's a close game here in Miami. Now, here's Doncic. He's still scoreless so far in this one. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Giannis. No one near Olajuwon as he lets it go. Offline with his 3.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Here's Gobert. Doncic outside. to the paint. Here's Towns. And the rejection by Giannis.
Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Markkanen inside the line. That one a little long.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Carter outside for the lead. Drives to the hoop. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Lots of momentum on Carter's drive. The defense can't keep up, and he ends up getting the foul.
And Miami making a change here. And it's tied up with that one.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Outside, Olajuwon. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Miami trails by 3. Here's Francis. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
And here's a guy who loves playing inside. Simmons can play some bully ball down low.
Going inside. And that one's good. Francis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
No good from Yao.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Back to Carter. Iguodala with the steal. Pass to Turkoglu. Back to Simmons. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And Turkoglu is good for 3. Turkoglu's got 6.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
To the wing on the left. Shoots the 3. Drills it from outside. Turkoglu's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And the foul against Hedo Turkoglu. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Personal foul. 2nd team foul. Checking in for Miami. Russell Westbrook.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's his 1st foul.
It's close, but didn't get on balance quick enough.
Carter looking around to the inside. The kick out to Westbrook. Driving the lane. It's stolen by Olajuwon.
It's an awkward pass to try to make on the
Okay, well,
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard.
yeah, I'm playing. I'm in the 3rd quarter. I meant to share my screen with you. I thought I did.
Here's Simmons. Inside. Yao. And here's Turkoglu from the arc. And here's Olajuwon for 3. Bosh will bring it up for Miami. They trail by 7. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Well, sending Shaq to the line here is on paper the smart foul, but O'Neal might just make them regret it.
And Miami making a change here. Second free throw, no good. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Down low. Stolen by O'Neal. Westbrook, no good. In the corner, Iguodala with it. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Right side, Westbrook. Fires from deep. Rebound by Yao.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
And they turn it over. Stepped in the line that time.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize
You watching my screen?
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments.
You said what?
Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Okay. No telling you done. Look at my screen before you get off. I ain't gonna. I probably ain't gonna be able to play.
Substitution on the court.
There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Irving. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Buries the long-range jumper. Butler's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. To the left wing. The wide open look here for Bosch. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And Bosch proving he has the range. The D has to take him seriously from outside.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Olajuwon. In the corner, Irving with it. That's good, and it's Olajuwon with the assist. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space. And
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Doncic. Has to go Bear. Poke loose. Simmons with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Butler with the ball. Some solid defense from Bosch.
Third team foul. Jimmy Butler. First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Miami.
And that one misses.
A generational talent. Doncic able to carry a team and make others around him better.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Authoritative move by Simmons, throwing it down on the defense.
The kick out to Bosch. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
I remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And there's the call on Bosch. That's his first foul. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And one, they gotta give me a foul for that
deep
shit.
and establish that kind of position and think that he's going to miss something that close.
And that one's good. Doncic. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And Simmons slams it in.
and there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Doncic outside. There's the drive.
Good dude, Smith.
Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Pass to Irving. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Here's Antetokounmpo. Miami grabs the miss.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Taken away. It's deflected. Doncic with the steal. Back to Bosch. Here's Gobert. And another shot. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And the three off target. Pass to Thompson. The three. It's rebounded by Bosch. Miami trails by 9.
Yeah.
Carter down low. Now here's Gobert. Good ball movement here by Miami. Miami again.
Because some niggas switch their teams. I switched mine because I was the Golden State Warriors, and I can still use their jerseys after.
With that turnover.
If that makes sense. I can still use their jersey.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And it's Simmons penetrating.
Stop helping,
Here's
Keith.
Olajuwon for three.
I'm going to start knocking it.
Looks like the game plan is
No, he can
willing
shoot. I
to
just
give
missed that
him
for real, for real.
that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they
That's
give
all.
it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Right side Simmons. Outside Antetokounmpo. No good on the triple.
Yeah, I know they releases, but I'm not. That's not a, okay. As long as that's not a transition to see, but watch this though. This the cheese though. You know. Okay. 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 Hey, I'll let you believe that. That nigga is, hey. Yeah, but what you gonna do? You gonna need some help defense, right? When Ja Morant driving past Steve Francis dunking on that
I was able to
nigga.
listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team.
He
He
stood out
said
of
we're
here.
getting some looks on the three, but we're not connecting. But don't get frustrated. We told them it's a game of ebbs and flows. Keep shooting with confidence, guys.
Cat.
Thank you, David.
See.
Towns. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most
Fuck
versatile
no.
shot blockers.
He finally hit one.
Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
Oh my God, gang.
With the steal.
Shit out of here.
Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on
Nigga,
every possession.
we to the cup.
And that one's good. Morant.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready.
Yeah, Clay.
The
I'm glad you did that.
Pays off for him there inside.
It's the first match.
This shit must be easy. Oh, that's smoke.
Second free throw.
Get it
No
out.
good that time. He really wanted that one.
Not a perfect trip to
You
the
tripping,
free throw line,
Keith.
but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Oh,
So far,
Yeah, I
we've
missed
seen
it.
them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Morant drives in. Tries again. Olajuwon. Kicks it out to Turkoglu. Antetokounmpo inside. 3 on the clock. Here's Olajuwon with plenty of space. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
little.
Up top, Shaq. To the middle. It's hauled in by Giannis. Here's Morant. And it's Miami with the rebound. Pass to Francis. And 2 free throws.
That's not a
unable to get that one to go with all the
fuck,
contact.
man.
Personal foul. Fourth team foul.
First free throw is good, and that
It don't matter.
puts them
I don't want
within
that
8.
nigga to score.
Francis.
And so he makes both from the line. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Morant. And here's Turkoglu for 3. It's rebounded by
great.
Towns.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one. But
Go
will
to the
they take
line.
something
You see
from
what
the
I'm
loss?
saying? This is why I didn't want that nigga to score, bro, because they cheating me.
Second personal foul. Fifth team
So the
foul.
first
And he
one
hitting
drops,
all of
and
this
that
shit. Nah,
turns
bro,
the
this
lead to
nigga not
6.
supposed to hit nothing.
And with Bosch, he's got so many tools he can beat you with. So adept at the
see
mid-range
this
shot,
shit?
and he feels right at home at the free throw line.
And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 25
That's fine.
seconds left in the fourth quarter. So they
I hear you.
foul intentionally.
You right about it.
He hits the first one.
You right about it.
Increases their lead to
I
6.
will hear. I will agree with you.
Morant's brought a lot of excitement.
Yep.
He almost always makes the night's highlight reel.
No, he not.
He is what I'd call an elite showman.
He don't have no 3-point shooters.
Outside Bosch. Doncic
You're not gonna
right
reach.
side.
Yeah, you're not gonna reach.
Pass to Carter. Good ball movement here by Miami.
You're just gonna contest at the top and get out of here.
So the
And get on up out of here.
As they get the victory. It was up for grabs right until the final second.
Yeah, and for